What is up, guys? It's Fernando back with another video. Today we'll be doing my WWE Night of Champions predictions video. I'll go through each match, what I think of the build-up, who I think is going to win, how the match is going to be, and then where things can possibly go after the match, and where I hope they go. So, we have a pretty decent card. We have obviously the King and the Queen of the Ring finals. We have two United States Championship matches, Steel Cage, and the WWE Championship triple threat match. So let's get into it. We're going to start with Trick Williams versus Ricky Saints for the United States Championship match. For the build-up, this build-up has kind of been a little bit lackluster. We had pretty much just Carmelo Hayes and Ricky Saints fighting out for the number one contenders match for Trick Williams United States Championship match. So overall, these two really haven't got too much interactions besides maybe all three of them in the ring. So there's nothing really to grab onto here. But for the match, I'm not too excited for it, but I'm glad we're going to get a new contender and Trick Williams on the card. But in the end, I think Trick Williams is going to obviously retain his United States Championship match, and the reason United States Championship, because I think they put Ricky Saints here at Night of Champions just because they want the bigger feud of Carmelo and Trick Williams to happen at SummerSlam. I feel like WWE wants to give them time, at least a few weeks, for them to build up something, to get some substance behind those two, build a real hatred, build a real rivalry behind those two, and then have that rivalry end or begin at SummerSlam. So I'm gonna stick with my pick here, Trick Williams. He's gonna win. I'm almost 100% sure of that. And next we get to the other United States Championship match between Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. This is a rerun of their last rivalry, but instead of the WWE Women's Championship, it is the United States Championship. And again, not too much build up here besides just Jade becoming the number one contender randomly, basically calling her shot against Tiffy after getting knocked out of the main event scene for at least a little while. And yeah, so not too much. I don't think people are too excited about this match and this rivalry if they decide to actually renew it and do multiple matches here. So another lackluster build up, but I'm glad the United States Championship is on a pay-per-view. We have never seen that, or had barely ever seen that. And once they put it on Tiffany Stratton, I kind of predicted that they'll be able to do something with it. But now we have two big names here, a big heel, big baby face here. So I'm gonna say Tiffany Stratton retains. She just hasn't had a good enough, a long enough reign as United States Champion for them to give it over to Jade. And I feel like they haven't got everything out of Jade in the main event scene. I don't want her to be in the main event scene, but I feel like WWE is going to go back to that eventually, so she's not going to be able to. I don't think she's going to win here. So Tiffany Stratton's going to win, and after the match, I think I'm not too sure. They're probably just going to throw Tiffany into another meaningless feud that has no real build. Just that she's going to obviously continue herself with Chelsea Green, and for Jade Cargill, I'm not too sure, because I don't think WWE is going to run it back. I hope they don't run this back. And I'm just going to say maybe Jade Cargill goes back in the main event scene somehow and feuds with the upper echelon of superstars there. And then we have Io Sky versus Liv Morgan for the Queen of the Ring. Now this I am 50-50 on. I have absolutely can't give a good reason for either of them winning besides yeah, I'm not too sure. For the build up, it's been okay. Their one promo that they had, they did a decent job. I like I said in my last video, I don't know why they just didn't do this for the World Heavyweight Championship. I don't know why Liv was on the shelf for so long, but their feud, Io Sky, everyone just loves her as much, and Liv Morgan plays a great character. So the build up has been better than the last two matches, but still lacking a lot. But in the end, I'm not too sure. This is a coin flip for me. I think that they're just gonna have Io Sky win this. But then again, it makes your champion look weak. So actually, I'm gonna flip my pick. They just can't have Liv Morgan take an L in her first meaningful match as the women's world heavyweight champion. So it's got to be Liv Morgan. I'm gonna stick with my pick. Liv Morgan is going to win the match, and she's going to go on to cause an uproar in the WWE community, because no one's going to want that. Even though she's Liv Morgan, and it's just she's going to end up challenging Rhea Ripley for the other title. I don't know if she's gonna win that, but because you could have a champion lose to a champion. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with Liv Morgan here. This is gonna be complete chaos. I'm not gonna be mad about it. I'm gonna be sad for Io Sky, but I feel like their Io Sky will be able to build herself back up. She's that big of a name to take a loss here, and maybe even Liv's gonna get some help, or if she does lose, maybe she gets turned on by Roxanne and Raquel Rodriguez. So there's millions of ways this match could go, but I'm gonna stick with Liv Morgan as my pick. And then we got Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker in a steel cage match. This match, this feud has been going on for a while. It's another lackluster build. I mean, these two are real big superstars, but the build just hasn't been there. It lost steam with all of the injuries to the Vision. So this is another 50-50 battle here, because if Braun Breaker wins, he's able to do multiple things, go into the main event scene, and then if Seth Rollins wins, he can do multiple things too. So I'm just gonna flip a coin here again and just say Seth Rollins is gonna win. This is more of I want him to win just because he's one of my favorite superstars. I want him to win. I want him to get his title that he never lost. I want him to get that back. So that's why I think he's gonna win. And as for Braun Breaker, he's young enough where he can build himself back up. They've done face-offs with him and Obafemi off air. I don't know why. Maybe just to get a feel of what the crowd's going to be like for that. But he'll be able to build himself back up. But I feel like there's a lot of story where Seth Rollins could say he wants to go back in the main event scene and get the title he never lost. So I'm gonna stick with that. And Seth Rollins has my pick. And then we get to Obafemi versus Jey Uso. Obafemi needs to win. He needs to win. Go have him fucking double main event SummerSlam for all I care. Jey Uso cannot win this. If the Bloodline somehow gets involved, or this leads to more Bloodline nonsense, I'm going to be irate. The build-up has only been one promo, and that's it. And Obafemi knocked out the park. He swung for the fences and hit a home run by just his small promo on Jey Uso talking about give his bullets to Roman Reigns because he's going to need them. So he's already been hinting at that. Have him win. Have him go after Roman. And for Jey Uso, he continue the Bloodline bullshit. That's it. He has a million things to do with the Bloodline. I don't care. He doesn't need a championship. They tried it a while back. It didn't really work out. He has a multitude of things to do. Obafemi should just win and then be given everything. Everything in the whole fucking WWE should be given to Obafemi. And that's why he needs to win. Fucking have the whole entire Bloodline come out and have Oba fucking destroy all of them for all I care. He needs to win this match. He needs to go on to have Brock Lesnar come and interfere and have Obafemi still win the match. That's what needs to happen. Have Brock Lesnar interfere and Oba still win the match so we can set up the double main event for Obafemi. So, but in no way should Jey Uso win this match. If he does, I'm gonna blow my lid. You're gonna come on and hear me and see me punch my camera square. So that's my pick. Obafemi. He will win, should win, has to win. Then we get the triple threat for the WWE Championship between Cody Rhodes, Gunther, and Sami Zayn. The build-up for this has been real stupid. Gunther and Cody just haven't been able to get anything going. And WWE, it's 100% WWE's fault because they've given them bullshit to work with. Their booking has been atrocious. They made Gunther look like a complete moron, the stupidest WWE challenger of all time, making mistakes here, making mistakes there, punching his own referee. He just looks like a dumbass. And everything Gunther had is gone. He is now just a normal heel. He's not the big bad guy anymore. So with that factor, that's going to knock out Gunther. I don't think he's going to win. Now it's between Cody and Sami Zayn. And going into SummerSlam, they want Cody Rhodes as the champion. They do not want Sami Zayn as a champion. Cody Rhodes is the bigger draw. So he's going to win here. And in a not so spectacular fashion, this match is like I said, the build-up wasn't that good. And there's only really one winner for me here, and that's Cody Rhodes. As much as I would love to see Sami Zayn win. The work he's been doing, that's the only reason this triple threat is somewhat interesting, is because Sami Zayn's involvement between the two, being Cody's friend, not being his friend, being chosen by Gunther. He doesn't know which way to choose, being a bad guy, being a good guy. The people loving him, the people hating him. He's so confused in his own head. The great work by Sami Zayn. But obviously, with SummerSlam right around the corner, they want Cody Rhodes as champion, so he's going to retain. And again, WWE isn't going to be able to pull the trigger on something major. They're not going to be able to make a world altering decision here. They're not going to shock us, and I don't see any shocks on this card. That's why I say it's kind of a mid-level card, because I don't see any complete turns that's going to catch anyone off guard. So I'm going to watch it. Everyone knows I'm going to watch it. It's in the middle of the day on Saturday, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to upload that video. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe. That'll really help out. I really try my best. I'm going to keep churning these videos out constantly for all different types of sports. Football season's only a few months away, so I'll get into that. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one.